Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to bring you another reading for Gemini for the month of May. This is to start off the Gemini season, and we're coming into full moon when this reading is being done. Today is the 23rd, so that full moon is right upon us, and I'm already getting a message with the King of Cups. Moving on to smooth waters, thinking a lot. See, there's that 6 and the 4, another 10. It's coming to completion. Whatever it is that's going on, choices that need to be made, decisions that need to be made with that 6. Gemini, this is your reading to start off. And I already see that decisions are being made. So this is a good thing. Gemini, where you have that difficulty in deciding and stepping into your decisions. And again, we have the 6 of Cups. So we're going by what we remember, what we love, what we know we love, and what we choose to love as being able to make that decision. And the 8 of Swords is showing up. And then we have our 5 of Wands showing up with the Prince of Pentacles. So we're really busy here, going over in the mind. The 6 of Swords, that 4 of Swords. It's very mental. We're going with what we remember, and then we're looking past our fears, looking into what we really want, following that plan, following the instinct to make the plan, and choosing to stand on that higher ground. Okay, so Gemini, you're off to a really good start, and I'm so glad because it's been a tough few weeks coming into May, and then that rough patch that we had in April where we're just really pushing through, trying to make the future into our present. It's quite difficult. It is quite difficult, but we're coming past the difficulties because we're making choices and we're moving, we're taking that action. Whether it is in a thought process where we're determined to move forward, where we want to see our dreams come true, where we want to make change in our life and see the change happen. Gemini, we're going fast here. Okay, now I moved away from my little corner simply because the weather has shifted. It's really hot and I had to turn on my unit, and unfortunately my little corner is near the unit, so we're back to my usual spot, which is quite comfy. I have to admit, it's quite comfy. And more space here. I'm using again that deck that now I can't even recall my decks. I'll write it in the description because I'm drawing a blank because I really want to get into the reading. For some reason I'm being pulled. I'm going to cut one more time. This is a 6-card spread like the last reading that I did in April. So it's just a short form. It's just to really top off the month of May and to get things started for the Gemini season. The first card is all about you, Gemini. And again, the 7 of Swords. You're making plans. You're thinking things through. You want to know. You want to see your way clear. You want to make you have a strategy because you're moving forward. There's lots of birds around me. I keep hearing sharp, as sharp as the swords, but sharp sounds. So it's you're being very careful. You're dotting the I's and you're crossing the T's, and you're really working it through, whatever it is you're doing. And Spirit is guiding you. Again, those birds are really screaming at me in the background. I'm not sure what you can hear. You're probably hearing my unit. Prince of Pentacles. This prince is slowly processing and moving forward, taking his time and wanting to make sure that he gets it right. And I say he It's very masculine, the energy, because of the determination to move forward. And the final outcome is a higher understanding. It is getting to know the self a little more, why we tick, why we do what we do, why we feel or think the way we do, and where we want to go with what we are feeling, and want the plan, whatever that plan is. You want to have a culmination, you want to have that completion, you want to bring it to another level, which is in a sense a completion. But here we have the Four of Wands, which is a doorway opening up. So again, a new beginning is represented here. The chime of the new beginning, it does not want to stop. Whatever it is that you are planning here, Spirit is guiding you to come through with that new beginning. And at the bottom of the deck, it's an ending, it's a completion. So in order to start, we must finish, and the burden will be put down. We have a double 10 here with the 10 of Swords. So it's a question of speaking out and knowing what you want, and having that 10 turn into the ace, because it does, eh? And being so, it is a double. So it is a 2. It is an Ace of Swords and an Ace of Wands when we put these two together. And here we have the 4. So we're really working slowly to come through with what we want to say and what we really want, what we want to go forward, to have that passion, that work that we've done in the past. It's coming to an end. It is bringing that ending to have a new beginning. Now we have car horns going on outside. Quite busy early in the morning. We have Our Lady here. This is where that birthing process. So in order to have that new beginning, again, more confirmation that we have the double swords, the double 10s here to give a completion, because it is the 20 when we put these two swords, these two 10s together. We come out with the World, having those just desserts, having that new beginning. Abundance is coming. Gemini, you're bringing in great fortune, whether it is on a monetary level or emotional level or spiritual level. It is what is deserved from all of the planning and the work. Because remember, we've gone through quite a bit, Gemini. We've gone through quite a bit of hurt, whether it is hurting yourself or being hurt by others, how you feel, how you see these experiences that you've gone through. It's culminated now. And the burden of carrying whatever it was, whether it's your own or others, or a mix of both, trying to fit, trying to do the right thing, trying to keep up, whatever it was, it's coming into you have earned. And then we look at one more, that Four of Cups. We're healing what was, looking back at those 3. In this deck, we see that it's a question of not being satisfied, but deeply focused on what was. So again, we're looking back at what happened that brought you to the brink, that you needed change and a new beginning, to start over, or to just change your life, which is where you're focused here. Okay, so we'll just shuffle one more time, because again, it is a present. This is where we are with Gemini. This is where you are. Thinking about yourself, thinking about where you want to be, how you want to get there, and being able to see that you can. And this second layer is, again, whether it is a connection to or something different. It would be the outcome toward the end of the month and carrying on into the following month. And it doesn't mean it's just for 2 weeks. This is really dependent on your situation. So we'll just do one more quick shuffle. I feel like I need to cut. It's very early when I'm doing this. So feeling the energy quite raw. Okay, so The first card here again, it's all about you and where this wants to go. And we have the Six of Pentacles. So again, we're talking about abundance. We're talking about work. We're talking about give and take. We're talking about seeing your way clear to how you were treated, or how you need to treat someone, or how you expect to be treated. Again, it is coming down to being fair. That fair treatment, that equal ground, wanting to have. Again, it is a 6. So we're going back into the memory. We had the 6, the Lovers. We had the 6 of Cups. Again, it is all about fair love, fair treatment. Having that plan to go forward and being able to give. Knowing that the abundance that you will be receiving, if it is on a monetary level, that you're willing to share it with another. Or feeling that you might have to. Then we have the Sun. So Spirit now is bringing in that clarity, that understanding, that truth about where your plan wants to go. You're being honest. You're being honest about the fairness, that judgment call. Again, this is justice here at the same time. Being able to be fair. Being able to think through what needs to be done, and then being able to do it. Spirit is pushing that. Spirit is opening up the way. Spirit is guiding this. This is true happiness. The Sun. Contentment, joy, sharing with another, having that connection, that commitment, that taking the commitment to a higher level. So whatever it is, whether it is your own personal growth in the sense where you're looking towards your future and how you can change your life, whether you want to get into a relationship of whatever level, whatever sort, whether it is education, whether it is personal, whether it is in service, in helping others, in any kind of relationship. Again, it is dependent on your situation. Spirit is saying that you can and you will be content with the choices that you make. You will have that sense of happiness and being able to give and take on an equal level. And then the final card, just going to turn this way, is our Emperor, the Lord, where decision-making processes are defined and boundaries are set, especially when it comes to what we would call the marriage card. If it is that you are looking into having that type of a relationship, you are determined to protect that relationship. You are determined to make that decision to go forward. If it is a proposal that you want to offer, you're working it out, you're planning your steps, you're showing, Spirit is showing that your happiness is going in that direction of having a marriage for some, or just solidifying that relationship to change, if it is personal growth, or if it is that you want to start off a business. You have the backing. You have the backing to have that, and you have that leadership skill, that quality to take charge and be in charge. Spirit is backing it all up because you have that drive, you have that truth and honesty backing up both sides, the financial side and the integrity. Spirit is saying, yes, go for it. Oh, look, there it is, the 9 of Cups. This is the wish fulfillment. You're going to get what you want. You're going to get that satisfaction, Gemini. The hard work, those double 10s, is everything that you put into, not just you, but you and others, your communication, your mingling with others, the passion, the love, the expression of, you did it. Be content. Spirit is saying you will be content. And here we have the Hermit coming out, bringing with the contentment, the wisdom, being able to step out now from where you were in that healing mode, learning and understanding about the self and the next person, or just healing suffering that you've been going through, because it has been difficult. It has been difficult. taking the steps, moving forward. And then we see the Queen of Wands, that determination to see and change the perspective. Because that's what she does. She has that drive, that sense of freedom, that sense of healing. Again, Sagittarius is reflected as one of the fire signs, that stepping forward, taking a trip, moving forward, being able to go, having the means and the plan to go forward, because that's what this Eight of Wands is. That could be a trip, could be a journey that you're planning to go somewhere. It's a long distance, or it's communication at a long distance, or a short distance trip, depending on your plan. Whatever it is a success, and it will be, because she has that drive, and Spirit is going to put that perspective in order before or after, depending on the next person in your relationship. If it is with another, they're going to stop to think. They have to, or you will have to, depending on your circumstance. And again, the moon showing up here is to see into that what we needed to heal. You see that drive to move forward. Spirit is there. Even though we put this as a stalemate and a stoppage and a blockage, it is to say that we have to see clearly before we go. And again, with the moon reminding us of this full moon coming in, huge change in that respect. Gemini, I'm very happy to report that with Sagittarius coming through, I just picking up the Sagittarius in this card for some reason. It is that wisdom, again with the Hermit. It is that wanting to heal, that wanting of satisfaction, that communication. If it is you're dealing with someone at a long distance, or if it is that you want to travel, or you want your plans are into, I need to move, I need to go. Well, Spirit is going to say, okay, you're going to do, but you're going to only do so much. You gotta take your time. So the plan that you have, whether it is to move forward physically, that's still taking its time. Again, we're looking at the stalemate card here as a stoppage, because things will change. So what I'm seeing here is between now and the end of this month, going into the next month, it's coming in small doses. It's coming in slowly. Spirit is saying, yes, you're going to be successful, you're going to be recognized, you're going to see your own truth, you're going to have your satisfaction. So stability is on the forefront. You're going to see your way clear. Coming out, you're looking right at your satisfaction. Then you want to communicate that. And this is where things are going to slow down a little bit. You see? That quick run, that Sagittarius fire where you just want to jump in and go, Spirit is going to put a hold. So just know that it is at the beginning. That is what this means. We're at the beginning. For the end of the month is your beginning coming in, going a little further into June, things are going to shift again, but for the good, because that's what the Hangman is to help us see our way. Spirit wants your satisfaction to be complete. You can't have it all in one gulp. You have to take sips, and this is a sip, but a good sip, because your truth is foundation. The foundation that you are setting up is on solid ground. That is what Spirit wants us to see. I thank you, Spirit. I thank you, Gemini, for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. This was a quick read. This was a quick read. The blessings I did with the cleaning of the deck. So I skipped over the gratitude that I usually open with. I know I did. I will. I'm just excited for you, Gemini. I'm feeling that fire, that buzz, that coming through. It's a slow start, but you're on your way. And again, I do thank you for showing up, liking, subscribing, and of course, comments are ever so grateful if you want to comment on this one. Until our next read, love and light. Gemini, I must apologize. I went through your reading so quickly that I didn't do our oracle reading, the little oracle cards that I usually give. So I swear this reading is such a buzz that I can't go fast enough. It's your energy, Gemini. Moving fast there. Moving fast. Even though Spirit says no, you're going to move slow. Again, I thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping the collective safe, for protecting me and keeping me safe. What is the oracle message for Gemini for the end of May 2024? What is the oracle message? Let's see, Gemini, how Spirit is helping you to take those steps and to get you your satisfaction. Oh my goodness. It's the antelope and the wheat. Now, the reading I did just before this reading, Gemini, this is the card that came up. Nourishment. And it had a lot to do with the sun, that truth and clarity and understanding and that drive and getting your satisfaction, getting what you want. Nourishment. And then we have at the bottom of the deck the strength, the elk and the ash to go forward. Again, with that hermit card and the eight of wands, and of course our queen of wands there. That strength, that fire in you, that see where you have fire in your chart. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, because that's where your strength is, and that passion, that desire to move forward. Okay, so let's see the antelope and the wheat. The end. I always have trouble with this one. Okay, so it's nourishment. So the antelope are associated with community, traveling in large herds. They work together to detect predators, locate food, and care for the young and old. This way, the group supports the thriving of each individual. Likewise, golden sheaves of wheat are ancient symbols of prosperity, a relatively easy grain to grow, store, and convert to flour, and a staple crop around the world. Wheat is closely associated with wealth and abundance. Together, the antelope and wheat call us to nourish ourselves and our communities. So whatever you're planning, whether it is in service, whether it is in business, whether it is to have and share with a group or just consolidate a marriage even, it's coming, Gemini. It's coming. You're feeling fulfilled, nourished, and secure. Celebrate your good fortune by sharing it with others in need. Invest in your community and ensure you are supported in leaner times. Again, that fair treatment right here. Being able to give and take and do things, do business on a fair level, or just to be honest with the next person. You see, Gemini. Let's look at the elf and see what that says. And it's an 8, huh? Like we had with that eight of wands. Let's see. It's my Druid Craft deck. For some reason, I couldn't remember the deck that I was using. It's the Druid Craft and my Woodland Wardens. I love this little oracle deck. Somehow it's so difficult to read sometimes, but I get to it. Okay, so strength. Elk are colossal creatures crowned with substantial antlers, known to cover great distances over difficult terrain. You see that Eight of Wands here? That's you, Gemini. That's where you're headed. That's where Spirit is pushing you with your plan, with that truth, with the sun. Let's just bring this. Well, this card repetition. Let's just bring it here for now. This is you being able to go leaps and bounds using your strength, whether it is inner strength or physical strength, or both even. Known to cover great distances over difficult terrain, they are symbols of strength and endurance. Likewise, ash trees are sturdy and resolute, able to flourish even in harsh environments. Upright, you're called to gather your strength ahead of a challenge. Face it with confidence in your own stamina. Tame any unruly elements that try to derail you. Again, we saw it with our Empress. We saw it with the I can't remember now. When you play it back, if you do, and you want to see the cards at the beginning of the shuffle, those are the cards that represent that Empress, where you face your fate, you see through the veil, you see where you really want to go, and you take the steps, and you have the courage. That Hermit, the wisdom gathered, those double tens, the Ten of Swords and that Ten of Wands, is where you have that determination, coming through the difficulties that you have. Gemini, I end again. Thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Until our next read, love and light.